Hey there, it's me, your least favorite YouTuber, VInfuso, and joined with me today, once again, is everybody's second favorite dumb fuck, ReyesWorldTV. Reyes, say hi to the people at home.
Hey, what's up? How's it going? It's good to be here.
Alright, so, essentially how this started is sometime last year, Reyes had this amazing idea that we should go back and rewatch every episode of Batman the Animated Series. Not for like a video or anything, just cuz, you know? I mean, and it's been some time. Like, even though this is my favorite Batman anything, really, it's been forever since I've actually sat down and watched the episodes. So, or at least, you know, some of the episodes. So, that ended up not working out because we started doing bad movie nights instead, and that kind of took precedent over that. So, now, this morning I had the great idea of doing what Reyes did, but recording it. Which now makes it my idea and not his. Anyway, so now here today on Bat Watching, or the Bat Watch, we're not entirely sure what it's called just yet.
The Bat Watch.
The Bat Watch.
Copyright by me.
Okay, well, if you're copywriting it, I'm not going to use it.
You'll have co-ownership.
We're going to watch every episode of Batman the Animated Series, starting from the beginning and going all the way through the end. The one comment I want to make before we hit play here is that we're not going to be doing this in the production order. I think we're doing it in air date order. I don't know. We're basically going based on how HBO Max sets the series up. Because I've always thought that On Leather Wings was the pilot of the show. This is the original first episode. But this has it set up that it's the third episode, and The Cat and the Claw parts 1 and 2 come before it. So, I don't know what the fuck is going on. We're going to listen to HBO, we're going to take their word for it, and we're going to watch the order that they have set this up in. So, with that being said, let the good times roll. Or bad times, because these are the earlier episodes. We'll see if they still hold up.
Copyright.
Copyright law! Copyright law!
You know, the pilot of the series was actually the animated intro, pretty much?
Really?
Yeah, they made an animated short, which was basically the choreography on the rooftop with Batman and these two thugs. Mm-hmm. And that was like their test pilot, like, to see if anybody bit. To my understanding, there was audio, but the audio has been lost in time. And people ended up liking this, so they just redid it and made it the... once the show got the green light, they just remade it and turned it into the intro. That shot right there, iconic. Do you remember any of these episodes, by the way?
No.
As long as it's not just me, that makes me feel better. I gotta say, like, I know that this design is kind of plain, but I definitely appreciate this a little bit more than the when the New Adventures changed the animation style up on her a little bit and made her look even more plain.
I'm just happy that this animation still holds up. I'm also happy that they're starting with this as the first episode and not anything else.
Why, man, that wasn't a good first episode for you?
I mean, if you guys start off a show like this, start off with a bang.
And as we all know, Batman and Catwoman, they probably will.
I mean, in the anime series, I have no idea, but...
No, there's still a couple. They still have that flirtation thing in this.
Well, that's good.
Damn, she's dummy thick. No, I'm kidding.
I can see why Batman is always chasing Catwoman.
Here, kitty, kitty. I would catcall her, if you know what I mean. To those of you in the comments who are like, wow, that was creepy. Yeah, it was meant to be. It was meant to be. Oh, here's something that definitely doesn't hold up. Do you want to know what that cat's name is?
What?
Isis.
Is it really?
The cat's name is Isis.
10 out of 10.
It's okay, she has 8 more lives.
I suggest you save the flattery for the judge.
It's weird because it sounds like he's like low-key whispering.
What the fuck? Hey! Come on, I worked really hard on that! And also, could you go back 5 seconds? I want to get that reaction again. That reminds me of, did you ever watch the Nostalgia Critic movies?
No.
Alright, well, in Kick-Assia, in the first one, him and Spoonie got into, like, a fight, like, it was scripted. Like, an on-camera fight, and apparently Spoonie accidentally damaged his suit. And then he got super pissed off at him for damaging his suit. He was like, "You're being super unprofessional." I just imagine that that's how that went down. Hey!
You ruined my suit.
Did I really not include her on like, my top 5 Catwoman video?
I don't remember.
I don't think I did. I think that was a mistake.
Surprise. You made a mistake.
Yeah, I'm friends with you. I've made a lot of mistakes.
You did that right.
No. If I regret it. I wonder if he has the different voices for Bruce and Batman in the first episode already. I wonder if Kevin Conroy had that down.
I don't think so.
Let's see.
Excuse me.
Oh,
no,
he does! Nice! Reyes, you would be in that crowd too. You'd be like, $1 million.
It depends. Who is it?
Bruce Wayne.
Which one?
Oh, Ben Affleck.
Oh, yeah.
I will give you all of my life savings. In all seriousness, though, watching this, the more I realize, like, wow, Ben Affleck really does genuinely look like the animated series Bruce Wayne. Like,
Because he's Batman.
well, yeah, I'm saying from aesthetically, like, he looks the most like Batman than I think we've ever had.
Because he's Batman. The best Batman.
That scene reminded me of the scene in Batman and Robin.
The best Batman.
George Clooney.
Go away. What?
Okay.
Who blushes from the forehead? Who does that?
I'm just upset that he blushed. I'm like, excuse me, Bruce. You're a billionaire and a playboy, okay? Come on now.
But he blushed from the forehead. That still bothers me. Oh, I'm gonna see some. No, it's too early to see Two-Face.
You're definitely not going to see Two-Face, because Two-Face actually starts in this series as Harvey Dent.
I just saw the Tommy gun and I thought Two-Face for some reason. I can't tell. Did they ever make HD remasters of this?
They just released them. We bought them.
Oh, I don't remember Catwoman having blonde hair.
Whenever she's white, she's a blonde. I'll tell you what I'm having a hard time with.
What?
Seeing Selena Kyle as like a socialite, like, that's weird for me.
Yeah.
Selena was negotiating for land for a wildlife preserve. Some cartel just muscled her out of the deal.
Oh, I see what this is. This is Tiger King Origins. Catwoman is that bitch Carol Baskin. Old Bruce is just like, I'll tell you what's wrong with my life. That bitch Selena Kyle.
He's like, I'm about to buy everything. Like, Bruce, how'd you get this? I bought the bank.
That's like one of my favorite lines in Justice League.
I know, it's so good.
That's such a Batman thing to do.
I know.
Where'd you get all this stuff? Internet? Inheritance? I inherited the internet.
I'm also glad that they kept in that line,
What are your superpowers again? I'm rich.
I can't wait to rewatch that movie. I don't remember Selena Kyle being like this at all.
You know what? I don't think that we see her as Selena Kyle too often in the animated series. I think we're usually seeing her as Catwoman.
Yeah, but isn't Selena Kyle just like a poor person?
That's what I'm saying, is that it's weird seeing her as a socialite, because, like, in most continuities, yes.
I have no idea who this is.
That'll give me time to take care of some business tonight.
Actually, I plan to work late myself.
We're telling each other about our own secret identities, but not.
Anybody got a problem with that?
Yeah.
That was way more erotic than it needed to be. And this man has slid down a bat pole before, and it was less sexy than that was.
Red Claw, I don't remember that. I want White Claw.
I feel like this is a one-off villain that was used just for this episode. I could be wrong.
I mean, it feels like it. Because I definitely don't remember her.
I just looked her up. She actually does appear for one more episode after this two-parter.
Oh, okay. It's low-key, that chick is actually an android, and inside her brain are the 3 green Martian things from Toy Story.
Okay, I'm gonna half agree with you, except, like, low-key, in her brain is actually a cat. What do you want?
What?
Low key in her brain, it's a
Wait,
cat. What?
Why would it be a cat?
Because she's Red Claw,
Yeah,
and
but
she has
the
cats.
claw.
Yeah, I get it. I
The
understand. your joke.
claw. My idea is better.
I fucking hate you. In order to be a Catwoman, I must think like a cat. I must act like a cat, but look like a woman.
Yes.
This guy's clearly gonna fail because he's neither a cat nor a woman.
Yes.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What? She has little... she has catarangs?
Yes.
You could tell that they're like... This is like the early stages of things because I don't think those things ever came up again. Ever. In the entire series.
I do like her outfit, though. I think her outfit's really good. ISIS! No!
I think it's safe to say I'm not putting ISIS in the tags of this video.
I mean, ISIS is a name.
I know, but it's got a negative connotation to it now.
It doesn't matter. It's a name.
It's
you gotta
got-
change it. You have to bring the word back.
I just used the word connotation, which, by the way, is not an actual word, I'm realizing.
Also, by the way, Batman did not consent. Just saying.
No. Let's keep the mystery.
If I don't unmask you, the police will.
You know what, Bruce?
Don't be silly.
You're kind of an asshole. Come here, I want to take your mask off and see who you are. Meanwhile, if somebody did that to you, you wouldn't have... Yo, actually, in the Justice League episode, somebody tried to do that, and he's like, no.
Listen, he just wanted to see who was kissing him.
I just find it funny how before you were like, I don't know if Catwoman and Batman are a thing in this. And yeah, the first episode, yes, they are.
I don't remember saying that.
I will play it back for you.
I'm also happy that they're starting with this as the first episode and not anything else.
Why, Man-Bat wasn't a good first episode for you?
I mean, if you guys start off a show like this, start off with a bang.
And as we all know, Batman and Catwoman, they probably will.
I mean, in the anime series, I have no idea, but...
No, there's still a couple. You know what my issue here is? Is that I really enjoy Catwoman in the series. I don't enjoy Selena Kyle all that much. Like, her being like a wealthy socialite and like, you know, basically being like the female Bruce Wayne, I don't think I like that so much.
I mean, I wouldn't call her a female Bruce Wayne. I would just say...
No, she's a wealthy fucking million or billionaire at night. Has an alter ego that she parades around the city and jumps from rooftop to rooftop. I would say she's pretty close to a female Bruce Wayne in this version of it. I don't remember her being like this in the show. So I'm wondering if, like, this is the only time that we see her origin story, or we see, like, her secret identity and shit, or whatever you want to call it, because my knowledge has been she's mostly been Catwoman and barely been Selena Kyle in this. So,
I think these might be like deleted episodes or something, because
no, these definitely were part of the show, because I remember the Cat and the Claw. Okay, backstory here. Back in the day, because me and Reyes are both old fucks here. Back in our day, we didn't get to view things on the internet. And we also didn't have the luxury of Blu-rays or DVDs. We had a little thing called VHS tapes.
Yep.
And bro, when I tell you, me and my best friend Paul, we traded Batman the Animated Series VHS tapes like they were candy. So he would buy the VHS tapes that had, like, because like at the time they didn't sell seasons of things, right? Mm-hmm. Like you didn't get like, hey, here's a season of Batman the Animated Series on VHS. They would sell VHS tapes with like 5 or 6 episodes on them, and like me and him would like, he would buy this VHS, I would buy that one. He would buy this one, I would buy that one, and we would trade them back and forth between us. And, like, every couple of weeks, we would go back and, like, you know, take them back and, like, trade others. Because, like, that's how we... Until we got bored with rewatching the episodes a million times. So, anyway, I'm sorry. That was a long story to get to. The Cat and the Claw was definitely on one of those VHS tapes. How did you feel about that episode so far? The part 1 of that episode.
I thought it was cool. It doesn't feel like a starter episode, though. Like, it feels more like a... like, going into... like the season instead of it being the first episode.
I'm so happy about that. Like, I would be so upset if they're like, well, we're starting a brand new Batman series. You know what that means? We gotta fucking murder this little boy's parents. I just, I understand it's integral to the Batman story. It's integral to Bruce being Batman. I get that. And I get that it's iconic, and I understand that it's recreated so many times because that's a huge moment in the character's history. But, like, as a society, have we not seen this little boy's parents die multiple, like enough times? Like, we know what happens. They're in an alley, there's a mugger, she's wearing pearls most of the time, 2 dead bodies fall, a little boy cries, looks out into the night, and sometimes there's a bat there. You know what I mean? Like, I literally just, expositioned his entire backstory. You know what I mean? Like, we don't need to keep seeing that. So I'm kind of thankful that, like, they started off at this point where it's like, hey, Batman's already a thing. We're just going to jump right into a I feel like the Batman movie should also do that. Just jump right into a Batman adventure, you know what I mean? Like, I would totally be okay with that.
Same.
And there's a way to, like, do it without showing that. Fucking look at Spider-Man in the MCU. You know what I mean? Like, at what point did they show you him getting bitten by a radioactive spider? And at what point in time did they show you Uncle Ben being murdered again? You know what I mean? Like, they did it right. They were like, listen, you've seen that already. You know that song and dance. We're not going to waste your time. Maybe we'll touch upon it in the future. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But here is Spider-Man. That's what I would like to see from the Batman movie. And that's what I like that they did here, is that they were just like, here's Batman, here's the plot, fucking the first time he meets Catwoman. That's a good place to start.
And I think, like, also just with that, like, ideal mindset, it's like, it just gives more room for it to branch out. Like, it doesn't always have to start with day one. It could just be like, oh, well, Batman's doing something. And then, like, as episodes go on, it's like, well, how did that get there? And then it just keeps unraveling more and more.
I was actually super surprised that Batman v Superman started their movie off with murdering Bruce Wayne's parents. I was like, come on! He's already been Batman 20 years. We're still starting here? Like, this is still the first scene you're going to show
how
us?
else are we supposed to get James Dean Morgan in there?
Yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, you know what? You're right. For that universe, they definitely hired that dude for a reason. And I'm pretty sure the reason is Flashpoint Batman. So it makes sense that they would want to.
It needs to happen. Give me Snyder. Snyder, give it to me.
If Flashpoint Batman doesn't happen, what a waste of an actor for no rhyme or reason. Just what a disappointment. I'm pretty sure he signed on to 3 projects, so I think we will see Flashpoint Batman.
Zack Snyder, do your magic.
But I think we're both in the consensus opinion that was a pretty good episode, especially for a beginning. But it also feels like a beginning in the terms of, like, you could tell there's certain things that they haven't worked out just yet. And I think that I think we both are in agreement that seeing Catwoman as a billionaire or whatever the fuck she is, like as a rich chick, is really bizarre to her story.
Maybe they'll do a thing where, like, she loses all her money and now she's poor.
I don't know. Well, we're gonna hop into part 2. So, guys, if you enjoyed this video, by all means, please let us know in the comment section below. We on our first time sitting down to record these, we're trying to knock like 7 of these out of the park. So, let us know if we've just essentially wasted our time.
Just remember, this was my idea.
Yes, if you don't like it, it was his idea. If you do like it, it was my idea. So that's what.
No, that's not how it works.
No. It is.
I am vengeance. I am the night, and that was V Infuso. Just remember, if you're not tuning in, then you're missing out.
So, if you like the words that came out of his mouth hole, and you too would like to become a V-generate, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, nerds!
Catch him next time. Same bat time. Same bat channel.